Yes, yes. Yes, yes. And we should be officially live. For all of you watching around the world, yes, around the world, welcome. Welcome to, yes, welcome to Showtime. For all of you watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this stream. If this is your first time ever tuning in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Today, I will be cooking up some beautiful steaks. Oof, I'm going to be cooking some beautiful steaks. Oof. Look at this beautiful USDA choice Angus beef ribeye. Yes, yes. Look at that. We're going to talk about this soon. Man, I'm looking forward to this. And also one of my favorite cuts. One of my favorite cuts is chuck eye. For all of you watching around the world, we have to start off with something beautiful. And you guys already know, I like to show you only the best. So we're going to be doing something. We're going to be drinking something around. We're going to be drinking something. Also, for some of you new out here, shouts to all the new people out here. Don't forget to subscribe here in the corner. We're going to be using this seasoning, okay? This is Fire and Smoke Society, and this is the prime. Yes, this is the prime, super special prime. We're going to use this for our steak. You could also use this for brisket, but for all of you, this does have salt, and it does. Last time I remember, it does have just a tad bit of, okay? Just a tad bit of brown sugar, so don't forget brown sugar burns. Anyways, we're going to put this over here for all of you. We got to start off this stream, right? For all of you that do not know, I'm going to tell you right now. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew in the Moon. Yes, yes. We're going to be drinking some whiskey. And why do I show these whiskeys? Because this is the best whiskey you could find. Honestly, for some of you that do not know, Buffalo Trace, the rye recipe, is the best whiskey coming out of Buffalo Trace that maybe you guys can find at your store. We're going to drink the rest of this one on the stream. And we're probably going to pop open one of the three. I have more inside because this is my favorite, honestly, my favorite whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. So don't forget, we're going to start by doing a little bit of something. Let's do something good, yes? Let's do something good. And what are we going to do good? First off, let's line up, you know, there's so many things I could do here. Oof, well, how do I start this for all of you to enjoy? Are we going to start off with a nice burr? We're going to start off with a nice burr? Maybe. We need a couple more likes. Hit that like button. We're 3 minutes in. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. And let's make it snappy. Let's make it hot. Shout outs all of you. First one in the chat room today is AM. Let's do it good. Let's do a good one. Here we go. Are you all ready? There you go, you guys. Ready to go, you guys. Hit the like button. There you go. Hit that like button. I'm about to show you something real good. I'm about to make a name for myself. Here we go. You ready? All right, here we go. Yes. Let's load this up, baby. And so for all of you, we're going to be doing. Oof, we're going to put this right here. Hey, there's no room. Oof, no room. We're going to open this soon. We're going to open our steak soon, right? Let's start off by doing this beautiful thing. Yes. And we're going to be using this seasoning for our steak, so we're going to put this over here. Yeah. Bam. Let's put that whole garden. And let's do something beautiful, yes? All right, for all of you, let's see which one's cold. Oof, they're both cold. Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I ever had this. This is cold. It's called Whole Garden. Whole Garden, yes. First time I ever had this. This is imported from Germany. You guys know we use, and we only drink the best out here. This is officially, for all of you that don't know, okay, this is something you're going to have. Just have something refreshing. All right, have something refreshing while you're cooking up your meal, right? Cook something refreshing. For all of you, you guys already know Buffalo Trace is the hardest bottle to find on the stream, and it's the best bottle actually. But I have never had this, so for all of you, let's make a cheers. And let's pop this open. It's going to be the first time I ever have this. So for all of you, cheers, cheers, cheers. Let's pop this open. And you guys know what time it is. We're going to open this up. Let's open this up. Cheers to the Reaper crew. I see you. Here we go. Let's pour this up. So this also gives you instructions on this whole garden in the back. There you go. There's the instructions. It says chill, pour 2/3, and then stir, and then top it off. So we're just gonna stir it around here, and then we're gonna top it off. That's what it says to do. First time I have this. So for some of you, I'm going to tell you how good this is. This is the first time I ever have this. Here we go, whole garden. This is naturally cloudy. And this is straight up imported from Belgium. Here we go, cheers all of you. We're going to start cooking. But we have to do this. Here we go, cheers all. By the way, this is my dog in the back. Oh, it's my doggy. It's my doggy. Yes, it's my doggy. Here we go, patience in your poorness. Patience in your poorness. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cheers all of you. Cheers all of you. Let's see how this is. Let's try this out. Wow. Ooh. This is different. This is good. Woo! This is good. Again, whole garden. Yes. Whole garden. Ooh, that's a whole garden. That's a whole garden. All right, while we have that going, looking good, we're gonna put the little whole garden to the side. Beautiful whole garden. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it a lot. We're gonna put some of these over here, boom. I like it a lot. All right, so, man, we have our official steak in the center. Let's move a little bottle over here in the back. Let's put this pour over here because that's where it deserves to be. And we can put the whole garden. We can put the whole garden right back here. Here we go, whole garden. All right, anyways. You guys know the barbecue's on for all of you. I'm about to cook up some steak. Let me start by saying this is my favorite cut of steak. I only learned about this a couple years ago. After 2020, I learned about this because it was just, nobody was buying it. I'm saying, you know what, let me cook it up. It's called chuck eye. I like chuck eye. Also, the butcher, I think he messed up on the price. Look at how thick that boy is. This is officially Green Wine's ribeye steak. Now, what's the difference? Well, this is USA Choice Angus beef raised without antibiotics, no added hormones. And that's what I'm having. Why did I buy this? Because it's cheaper than the $40 ribeye that they had over here. So let's pop this open. Ooh. Reaper Crew, if you guys like what you see, hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. Ooh, I'm a little bit dirty. Here we go. I'm a little bit dirty. Oof. Let's get that little chip off. All right, so for all of you, here's the menu today. We have ribeye, beautiful, beautiful cap on the ribeye. Beautiful bone in. We have the chuck eyes, yes, which I will be using for my breakfast. And for all of you watching, yes, we officially have our drink of the stream currently right now, and that is Whole Garden. Whole Garden, drink of the stream. Really refreshing, really good. And for some of you that haven't had this, it's the first time I ever had this. So for all of you, this is my second pour in my mouth. Here we go. Shout out to my doggy. There's my doggy right there. Here we go. The drink is that. You know what? That deserves another one. Let's get another one going. That deserves another one. That is so good. Let's load up another Whole Garden. And that is the beer name. Let's pop this open. It says you have to stir it up. And this is something that it says in the back. There you go. It says chill, pour 2/3, stir, and top it off. You know the ladies like it when I top it off, yeah? Here you go. I'll top it off for the ladies. Here we go. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Woo! That's a top off right there. Oof! Look at that. That's a doozy. If I don't see a doozy in my life, that's a doozy right there. Man, yes. That's a real doozy. That's an absolute doozy of a doozy. Well, all right, here we go. Man, I'm looking forward to this one. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. And for all of you that are tuned in to the whiskey content, shout out to all of you that tune in to the whiskey content. We're having some Whole Garden. Oh, let me just move this around. Let me move this. We're having some Whole Garden. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Dang. That's a good beer. Now we're going to top it off. That's what it says. I got to top it off. That's it. Lovely, lovely. Beautiful. All right, 2 beers is sufficient. I don't think I need any more. We're going to be drinking whiskey after. We're going to pop open one of these. We're going to pop open one of these whiskeys because we're pretty low on my favorite whiskey is. So we're going to pop open a bottle today. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the Super Chats are officially active. Don't forget to use that Super Chat key. In the chat room where you're typing, there's a money sign. Don't forget to send a little appreciation. If you want to, you can get on the show. And for a lot of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, I show you how to cook a good meal. So a good appreciation is always best with a little message. And if you want me to do something, you let me know. Extra virgin olive oil. Let's start loading this up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys also don't forget to subscribe in the corner and hit that like button if you are officially the first ever time watching, a subscriber that's been watching short videos. I'm going to say this right now. Here we go. Let's load this up. Reaper Crew, yes, Reaper Crew. You guys are enjoying this? I hope you're enjoying it. Today is officially, it feels like Monday, but it's Wednesday. It feels like Monday, but it's Wednesday. And I'm not going to have a third one, but you should definitely buy this. If I tell you it's good and refreshing, it's a complete buy. Here we go. Shout out to the doggy out here. That's my doggy right here. Cheers, all of you. And I hope you guys enjoying this stream. Here we go. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Wow. Ain't that's good. It's real good. All right, we're going to be using this seasoning. Now, for some of you, you guys seen me use different kind of seasonings. I have a different amount of combos. You can check out all the other live streams to see all my combos from weeks ago, months ago. You can see all the live streams and all the combos I've used on different type of meats. Remember, seasoning is the biggest key to making your steak amazing. You could be the worst at cooking, but once you bite into that really hard piece of meat, at least it has flavor, right? For all of you watching, that goes for the rookies out there. Also, there is a poll in the chat room. Don't forget to be part of the poll in the chat room. In the poll in the chat room, you guys already know. Yeah, so by the way, I'm going to say is, look at this ribeye. This is not a stream for vegans, okay? This is not for stream for vegans, no. This is not a stream for vegans or any of you that like White Claw. If you like White Claw, this ain't the stream for you. But anyways, the point of the matter is, in the chat room, there's a poll. You can click on that poll, and it's officially, what do you like drinking? What do you like drinking when you're cooking up some steak and eating some steak? What do you like drinking? There's an option in the chat room. Wine, there's whiskey, there's beer, and there's tequila. I only put 4 of them because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put 4. And I think for some of you, you guys already know, it all depends on the climate, right? The climate. We're going to open up one of these balls. We're going to see which one we open up. First is first. Get yourself your thong. And let's start seasoning this. Well, we have to make sure to move our meat. We're going to start moving our meat. Let's move our meat. If you want to be smart, if you want to fill up your brain with very good protein and very good vitamins, and yes, you want to have some steak. Michael Jordan used to have a steak every game before his game. Michael Jordan, the best athlete that we probably have ever seen in the courts. Also, Mike Tyson used to not only eat meat too, he used to eat a lot of meat. Tom Brady is a different animal, but we can say Michael Jordan, one of the best athletes in our generation, for all of us that are in our generation, right? Because the new generation, Gen Z, didn't know who Michael Jordan was. But for all of you, you guys all know who Michael Jordan was, and he used to have a steak every single game. And for all of you, I do like to have a steak as much as I have. When I need to use my brain, I like to have it. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink us out. One thing that Michael Jordan likes is whiskey. Now, for some of you, this is great whiskey. Michael Jordan likes whiskey. He also likes wine, cigars, and steak. For all of you men in the chat room, remember this is a stream that a lot of women show up, and they are part of the chat room. So enjoy that the ladies are part of the chat room. Anyways, here we go. We're about to load this up. Here we go. Hit that like button. We got to get those likes up. We got to get those likes up, baby. Let's get those likes up. Hit that like button if you're watching. Tap the screen a couple times. You know who doesn't have steak? You know who doesn't have steak? Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't eat steak. Ant-Man doesn't eat steak. Disney characters don't eat steak. Yes. So for all of you that like those Disney movies. You know what? This might not be your kind of stream. Here we go. We're going to do this super special prime. The steak and brisket rub. I haven't used this on brisket yet, but we're going to use it on the steak. Here we go. For some of you that do not know, usually when it's clumped up to the top, I'm going to close this up. When you first buy these, it's going to be clumped up to the top. We're going to be clumped up to the top, so make sure you can open this up if you want to. Put it in your hand, but once it start opening up, then you'll be able to spread it around easily. Here we go. Let's put this over here. Shout out to all our great people in our generation that we are here. Shaquille O'Neal, yes. Tom Brady. Emmitt Smith, Tiger Woods. Anybody from Boston Celtics, you could sit down. Who else? Dan Marino. Let me know in the chat room. Larry Bird. Let's flip this. Let's flip this one. Ooh, looking good. Michael Phelps. There we go. Another one that eats, well, he ate junk food. Michael Phelps. There we go. Pop is open. Ooh, that's so good. Should I say Floyd Mayweather? Should I say Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao Mania? I don't know. Should I? Mike Tyson. You guys think I'm going to say Tony Romo? You're out of your mind. Give me some more athletes in the chat room. Nadal. Rafael Nadal. There's another one. Djokovic. Novak Djokovic. There's another athlete. There's another good athlete. Give me some more good athletes, chat room. Good athletes on this generation that you enjoyed. Novak. There you go. Roger Federer. Yeah, another one. Another good athlete. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Another good athlete. Let's drink this up. Other day, some man told me he didn't like the athlete. I said, Mark McGuire. Let's give it to Mark McGuire. Gary Sheffield, yes. Gary Sheffield, if you don't know who Gary Sheffield is. Barry Bonds. He shout out to all the great athletes. Barry Bonds, another one. Barry Bonds. Ken Griffey Jr. Woo! One of my all-time favorite batters in the Major League Baseball. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. You see in the chat room? Here we go, over here, chat room, Sheila. Good to see Sheila. She says, hello, Reaper Crew. Stopping by. Hi, my meds are kicking in. Shout out to Sheila. You let me know what's a good athlete in our generation currently, Sheila. Let me know in the chat room. Thank you so much for the super chat. And we're going to start putting this, Michael Jordan. You know what? We should all say Dennis Rodman, right? Dennis Rodman. I'm going to say Dennis Rodman. Without Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan maybe would have not had a good defense like he did. Michael Jordan, we're going to say Dennis Rodman. He's a great athlete. That yellow-haired son of a gun. Great athlete, man. Woo, what a great athlete that Dennis Rodman. Who else should we put on on the athlete block. Who else should we put on the athlete block? Here we go. Here we go. Shout out to all of you, and shout out to Sheila for the super champ. By the way, I'm going to tell you exactly what this is. I know many of you are wondering, okay? So this has salt, okay? It does have pepper. It does have brown sugar, a little bit of brown sugar. It has the main ingredients on here, which makes this and achieves this to be ultimate. It has ground coffee. Also have garlic, espresso ground. Anyways, you have to get this. It's really good. And Sheila says she's an athlete. Shout out to Sheila, the super chatter. I already said Tiger Woods. Let's put this over here. Shout out to all of you. How many more, gentlemen? Give me some more athletes. Some more Manning. Peyton Manning. Shout out to Peyton Manning, another great athlete. Another great athlete that used to eat meat. All right, another great athlete. Look at this. Oof, heavy duty. If you like this stream, don't forget to subscribe. Woo! That's some heavy duty stuff, baby. If you like this stream, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Look at that heavy duty. Woo! Peyton Manning, really. That guy was huge. Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp, man. That guy was no joke. Warren Sapp. Here we go. We're gonna put this aside. So that looks good. Give me some athletes, chat room, give me some athletes, chat room, give me some athletes. Here we go, let's flip this around. Some memorable athletes. Don't tell me anybody from the Boston Celtics. You could tell me somebody from New England Patriots. You could tell me somebody from even a soccer team. Let's give it up to Messi. Lionel Messi, you got to give it to him. Cristiano Ronaldo, ooh, Cristiano Ronaldo, drink a sip. My favorite soccer player, David Beckham. All right, David Beckham, my favorite soccer player. Some of you that are younger never were alive to see him. David Beckham was my favorite soccer player ever. Honestly, the best. Liked him a lot. He was such a good person out of the field and such an animal on the field. Let's drink a sip. This is Whole Garden. Any of you saying anybody that's hasn't got a championship or just a stud, personally, I'm going to say this. Give me some athletes. Give me some athletes. Nobody from Boston Celtics. Ray Allen, only one from the Boston Celtics that came to Miami. Ray Allen, what a stud. What a all-time stud. If you guys know who is the best pitcher, closing pitcher for the Yankees, you let me know. We're going to give it to some baseball players right now, okay? Derek Jeter. Woof. Derek Jeter. A-Rod. A-Rod used to sponsor my baseball team, so we got to give it to A-Rod. You guys don't know what A-Rod stands for? Okay, well, you're going to look it up. I'm just joking. Alex Rodriguez. Shout out to Alex Rodriguez. Now, for some of you, Derek Jeter was a stud of all studs. You think in baseball there's a stud? Well, Derek Jeter used to get all the women. And what he would do is, he would go on his taxi and would have other taxis take his women so that the paparazzis wouldn't get him. Shout out to Derek Jeter. Shout out to the closer. Anybody know the closer? If you know the closer of the Yankees, I'll give you a shout out in the chat room. But you have to know, okay? You have to know his full name. Full name. The best closer of the Yankees. And it was in our generation. Every time he would close a game, they would put the great song on. Chat room, that's what I need. Let me know the best closer. If any lady says who it is, you're cheating. Don't go to Google. Don't cheat. This is not a time to cheat, ladies. Anyways, here we go. Look at this meat. Looking good. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribe here in the corner. Top left. Subscribe here in the corner. And what am I using? Oof. I'm using this beautiful prime. Don't forget the comment in the chat room. In the chat room, there's a comment box. Also, there's a super chat box, just like Sheila. Shout outs to Sheila. You can send a super chat. The bigger the super chat, the bigger the shout out, obviously. But for all of you, this is what I'm using. We're going to pop a whiskey. We're going to pop a whiskey open. And for some of you, yeah, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to put this away. Here we go, here we go. We're going to start moving this. We're going to start moving some stuff. Looking good. You going to see me cook? Yes, you're going to see me cook. This is a stream for you to learn to cook and for you to officially learn what it is, to officially know how to cook a beautiful, beautiful steak. Now, you see these in the bottom. They don't have too much olive oil. The back one has a lot of olive oil, which is good. So what we're going to do is, this is what we're going to do. By the way, shout out to all the athletes that I just named. If I missed anybody, you let me know. Gary Sheffield used to be one of my favorite baseball players, one of my favorite batters in the world. Brazil, Brazil. The shoutouts to Neymar. Yes, shoutouts to Neymar, the Brazilian soccer player. He officially got a will of billions of dollars because there was a billionaire over there in Brazil that officially signed off a will to one of the best athletes ever to play for Brazil. Yes, the country Brazil. Brazil, yes, Brazil. And Neymar officially, he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. I wish it could happen to some of us, right? Well, I'm going to just say this. I'm a millionaire, that's all that matters. And for some of you, you get to learn and experience the life through the glass. For all of you watching, you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching. We're about to light this up, drink the rest of this, and we're about to do this whiskey. We're going to pop a whiskey open. We're going to pop a whiskey open. Okay, so for all of you to learn a little bit of something, we are cooking a steak, a ribeye steak. These two over here are chuck-ons, and I'm going to be cooking up so I have a breakfast. I'm going to eat this today. I'm going to eat it with some rice, some beautiful sides, and before I say anything more, I want to teach you a little bit of something. I want to make sure that all of you that do not know, I am from the USA. Shout out to the USA. The home, yes. The home of the best NHL team. Look, 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 look. The home of the best NHL team in the world. Yes, yes. Shout out to our Florida Panthers. My Florida Panthers, because I live in Florida, and I live in the best city in the world, yes. Well, there's a lot of good cities in the world, but to me, I like vanilla ice cream, and that's my favorite. And I like Miami, and I live in Miami, hometown. Anyways, for some of you, if you're unclear of what I'm about to show you, we're about to pop open a whiskey, okay? So, let me just introduce you to one of the whiskeys that we're going to be popping. And for some of you that do not know, yes, drink responsibly when you're drinking these. These are not to sip up and drink for the whole day. These are to have and pour yourself just a little bit. Shout out to Drake. I do know today Drake is watching. Drake the rapper is watching. So here, this is going to be for Drake. Drake the rapper, yes. The Canadian rapper, he's watching. So, you get yourself a good Glencairn. Yes, this is our logo. This is my logo. This is our logo. Yes, this is the Reaper Cruise logo. Don't forget, if you do subscribe, you'll see this logo everywhere, right? Anyways, point of matter is, this is a Glencairn. And this, you do not fill to the top. You never fill to the top. You're not drinking beer. Okay, you're not drinking beer, you're drinking whiskey. Now, whiskey is aged in a barrel. It depends for all of you, depending on where it's from. It could come from Indiana, it could come from It could come from Kentucky. It could come from anywhere, right, in the USA. But you have to understand it will get brown because of that beautiful oak that they have. And you do not want to pour to the top. It's not the point of drinking. You have to enjoy yourself. So for all of you, we have 100 people watching. Hit that like button for the 100 people watching. Shout out to all of you in the USA. I'm about to show you how to pour up a brand new whiskey. And for some of you, this is what you're going to do. Empty bottle, no good. You got to get a full bottle. Now, hit that like button if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe here in the corner. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pop open the bottle. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If a girl ain't hollering, you got to make her say, Whole Garden, yes. Whole Garden, what a great beer. If you haven't seen, there's a great beer. Whole Garden, yes, that's my dog, by the way. Anyways, point of matter is, let's pop this open. So we're gonna pick this one. I picked this one, yes. Shout out to all of you. Now, for some of you, I'm not from Israel, so why am I using this? Because it's just what it is. It says kosher, and maybe I don't know. Maybe that dude, yes. That dude, the rabbi, maybe the rabbi, he dipped his $100 bill. I have no idea. I'm going to say this. All that matters is juice, right? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to pop this open like this. Are you guys ready? You guys ready to hit that like button and to subscribe? And to pop open a brand new bottle? Oof, can't wait to cook this, man. Everything's looking good on this steak. We have to pop this open. Before we pop this open, let's cheers for all of you in the chat room. Today, the super channel support that I got was from Sheila. So we have to give it to Sheila. Thank you so much, Sheila, for the support that you get sent in super chat. Remember, super chats really make me smile. They make me smile, baby. And they give me a little more motivation. Yes. They get a little bit more motivation to stream the next day. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oh, man, that whole garden. Whole garden's so good. You know what that whole garden reminds me of? Like if you're cooking inside and you got a little bit almost like a little bit of spice in your mouth. You guys ever cook inside and you sneeze and get a little bit of spice in your mouth? Well, this whole garden, it reminds me. That beer reminds me. All right, let's pop this open. Let me show you exactly what you're going to do. Hit that like button if you haven't. All right, here we go. Let's drink the rest of this one more time. Wow. Really good. All right, here we go. Let's put this in the back. Okay. So, for some of you, to pop open this bottle, it's so easy. Here we go. Let's do this. Wait a minute. We got a super chat. Let's time out for the super chat before I pop this. It's time out for the super chat before I pop this. By the way, how many of these koshers? This is the best whiskey you can buy. That's coming out of Buffalo Trace, and people don't tell you this, and that's good. If I'm the only one telling you this, it's more from me. Farm Kitty over here, super chat with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Farm Kitty. And she says over here, cheers, Ripper Crew. And you know what time it is? You know what time it is. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And she's giving a little heart to one of her best friends there. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Here we go. Let's pop this open. Here we go. It's going to be the first pop. By the way, I do have leftover of this, but I just want to pop open a brand new one. This is how you should pour your first pour. You could add more after you sip up your first pour. This is the best whiskey you could get coming out of Buffalo Trace Distillery. Put away those Elmer tea leaves because they stink. Make sure to know what is the best by tuning into this channel. I only showed you the best out of the best, 10 out of 10, and what you could get. Over here in the corner, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're watching, don't forget to hit that like button. I do know that many people in the whiskey community are a little bit different. They're a little bit snobby. They got to show the stuff that they're getting from Kentucky. I would never go to Kentucky on a Kentucky bourbon kind of thing because there's just too much unorganized things going on. And at the end of the day, I did see a post today. Some person ended up buying $10,000 worth of whiskey for their channel. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I also saw recently a fragrance person selling $10,000 worth of fragrances because they do not want to keep on with their channel. If you start a channel, never put money that you cannot afford in whiskey. And for some of you, I personally prefer some of you never to start a channel because this stuff is hard stuff. Stick to your day job, watch me, enjoy how I do the things, enjoy that I show you the best. And at the end of the day, if I'm not showing you, there's a reason why. If there's only 1,000 bottles in the world, what's the point of me showing you? You know what I mean? So Reaper Crew, here we go. Let's give a little cheers and let's know the sound. Let's know the sound one time. Here we go. Let's know the sound. This is the best. This is the best whiskey coming out of literally Buffalo Trace. Nobody talks about it, but here we go. We have them here. I have more of these inside, but I had to open up one bottle, so might as well just open it up today because my bottle's low. Here we go. Cheers to all of you. Never put eyes on this. Raising 5 kiddos. I see you raising 5 kiddos. Shout out to Raising 5 Kiddos. I see you. Anybody that has memberships right now, chat in the chat room. And I give you a shout out. Farm Kitty, I see you. April Neal, I see you. AM was here earlier. I see you. If you have a membership on this channel, comment in the chat room. If you don't know how to get the membership, go to the channel details and you can get the membership. It'll pop up in this live stream. Anyways, here we go. Let's nose this out. Oof. Really insanely good. Here we go. You got to get that membership for some of you in the details. Or you go to the channel and click join. It's a small little fee. You could use as emojis. And it's beautiful. Shout out to all of you. Let's drink this out. That's the best whiskey. That's the best. That is the best whiskey. That is the best with. You know what? I'm gonna have to say this better than most of the Cornelius Taylors. Cornelius Taylor. I think it's better than the small patch. Is it better than? Is it better than? Some of you want to learn. Is it better than the single barrel? Personally, if I want, we got a membership message. And for all of you, I'm just going to say before I read that message, if you want a little bit of extra creamy vanilla, you get this. Okay, you get this. There's also, I believe, a little bit of tobacco notes on here. If you don't like tobacco, don't get that. Here we go. Member message, yes. Member message. Shout out to the member. Who could it be? Hit that like button over here. Member message from April O'Neil. She says, hit that like button and subscribe. Anyone down for a shot, she says. She says, Poppy Ripper, you're the best. Shout out to April. Thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. You can see next to her name, the memberships. She's been a member for 13 months, and the time has gone by so quickly. Don't forget to get the membership. I don't want to repeat too much, but in the chat room, there's also a way for you to get the membership. You could be part of this community. This is a very unique community. This is not an average channel. This is not an average stream. Unlike other streams, this is not as average as you might think. This is way beyond the average. And that's a good thing. Anyways, here we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink some. I can literally chew this. I can literally chew this. Man. By the way, this is not a rye whiskey. Some of you that are probably watching don't even know the difference between a rye. Let me explain to you something. There's bourbons out there, right? This is a bourbon. This is a bourbon. There's rye whiskeys out there, right? Which has a strong amount of bigger percentage of rye. They call it rye. Then you have a wheat whiskey that has a large percentage of wheat. And then you have other ones that are not even classified as anything, but just flavored whiskey. But these are mainly meant for you to mix up, right? I like to use this for Sprite. Ice, you put some ice, some Sprite. You cook up your meat. And then obviously, you got your Scotch whiskey. Right, you got your Scotch whiskey. And for most of the people that are watching, we have a huge amount of Americans watching. And most of our Americans, they do not like Scotch whiskey because it's too malty and too grassy and too salty and too smoky. There's a lot of you Americans that don't like this, but I will say it does go good with certain meats. If you're Asian men, a lot of my Asian friends, they like to eat a lot of vegetables with their meat. They don't like to eat carbs. They like to have mainly vegetables with meat. And for them, I can say, they like to have Scotch whiskey because it's soft on the palate when they're cooking. For some of you, we're going to start cooking soon. All right, how many of you want me to start cooking now? How many of you want me to start cooking now? I got to make sure you guys are watching. How many of you want me to start cooking now? I got to make sure you guys are all watching. Yes? All right, for some of you, let me recap a little bit before I start moving that barbecue. We use this, the prime steak, super special. We also use La Marca, extra virgin olive oil. We also used whole garden beer. I'm not gonna have another one, but this is nice. I really like this a lot. Really like it. I like it a lot. I can't tell you how much I like it. I can say from 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Oof. 1 to 10. I like it like I give it a 8. 8 high 8. I like that beer is refreshing. Let's start by turning around our meat. Let's turn around the meat. We got a lot of olive oil here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the sides here. Can you tell that it's not holding the seasoning as much? You could tell, right? Okay, if you could tell, what I'm going to do is when I get on the grill, I'm going to just put a little layer on the other side. It's not holding as much. Most of it's going to the olive oil. All right, hit that like button if you want me to start cooking. I don't know if that's a John Wick that has been here for a long time, but if it is a John Wick, shout outs to him. We have a member that's been a subscriber for a long time. His name was John Wick, and he's been around for about 2 years. Anyways, we did drink this one. Let's see the difference between one that I've had for a couple years to the one that I just popped open right now. Let's see the difference. Here we go. Let's load this up. Do we want to drink the rest of this? I think we should, yes. Here we go. So that's how you pour yourself a whiskey. Drake the Rapper. Drakey Drake. There you go. That's how you pour yourself a whiskey. There you go. There you go. That's the way to do it. Shout outs all of you. That's the way to do it. Now let's see. Is it going to taste the same? Is it going to smell the same? Let's see. Ooh, it does smell the same, and it's amazing. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Is this one kosher? This one's not kosher. The new ones are kosher. Let's drink this up. Wow. Wow. Ooh, we're one away from 50 likes. We're one like away from 50 likes. If you're watching, tap the screen a couple times. They give you a heart. They give you a heart. Fill the heart up, baby. Let's go. There you go. Somebody hit that like, but you got that heart. You saw it? It was awesome, wasn't it? It was awesome. I haven't reached out to this company because I'm not a guy to reach out, but I'm kind of thirsty for a little Von Pain. I ran out. I drank about 5 bottles of these in the span of a year, or what is it, 6 months? I did share also. Von Pain is great with. Oh, you guys ready? Woo! John Wick. John Wick, bam, bam, bam. John Wick, thank you so much. He sent some rubies on here. How many of you guys want to see the bottle? John Wick sent some rupees on here. Thank you so much, John Wick. Okay, so this bottle is cool. Cool bottle. Look at this. This is the pourer. And this is a beautiful bottle, but it used to have whiskey, but I drank it all. It's a blended whiskey infused with natural black currant. I do know that I'm not going to buy another one again unless the company sends me one, because I personally think that it's getting expensive. $80. I was paying $55. $80. You got to be out of your mind, boy. $80. Well, that's what I've seen. Now, if I get it on the stream, am I going to tell you buy for $80? Probably not. I'll probably tell you under $60 or about $6 would be a good price for you to buy that bottle. How many of you want me to start cooking? Shout out to John Wick. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Shout out to Sheila. Reaper Crew. You know what time it is? We're number one. All right, you guys ready? Want to start cooking? Want to start cooking? How many of you want to start cooking? I need to know in the chat room that you want me to start cooking, yes? I need to know in the chat room you want me to start cooking. Let's make sure to move some of this. I want to make sure that this doesn't fall, man. This falls. If that falls, man, I'll be pissed, because I won't cry. I'll be pissed. All right, while you're cooking, what do you need? You need yourself some gloves, okay? Get yourself some gloves. These are expert grill gloves. First thing you need, gloves. Get yourself a grill cleaner. Get yourself a thong. Get yourself a Glencairn so you can drink some whiskey. If you don't want to drink whiskey, cheers. You can get yourself a nice glass. So you can drink some nice imported whiskey. Imported beer. You can drink some nice imported beer. Are you guys ready for me to start cooking for all of you? Hit that like, but let's get those likes up. YouTube. Here we go. More people watching. Here we go. We're going to start cooking this. All right, here we go. We're going to start cooking this. I know you guys are looking forward to this, and I'm looking forward to it too. So here we go. Before we even go to the grill, ladies and gentlemen, today is officially, it's almost the end of September. I want to give you a little cheers to all of you that have been here from the beginning of the week, from the beginning of every day. All of you that make this YouTube channel and this stream amazing. For all of you that send super chats, thank you so much for sending super chats. This has been a strong month on streaming, but it has been a horrible month currently on my super chats. Remember, for all this appreciation that you guys sent, it goes and rolls on to next month. So this month will roll on to next month. Are you guys ready to cook? Here we go. Let's start cooking. I cook up some steak. Let's start cooking. I cook up some steak. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure this is above 300. That's good. I can already start putting on the grill. I can already, look at this. Sheesh. It's already hot enough. What I'm going to do is, since it's already hot enough, I'm probably going to already put it on here. It's already hot. It's not as hot as you could think, but it's already hot. What I like to do is, and this goes for all of you, learn how to cook. Learn how to cook. You're going to learn here. You want to let some of this, we'll start moving some of this, okay? You're going to let some of this charcoal start blazing up. All right, you're going to let some of this charcoal start blazing up. All right, if it ain't blazing, if it ain't hot, your meat ain't going to get that good loving. You want that good loving on your meat. And if you want that good loving on your meat, one thing you need is you need it to get nice and hot. All right. Now, what am I using this thong for? This is a thong that I use to move around some of my charcoal. Use it, use it, use it, okay? Use 2 thongs. Use 1 thong for your charcoal and use another one. There you go, looks good, looks good. Use another one to move your meat. Here we go. Looks really good. So here's what we're gonna do. To start off, we're gonna put on our bigger piece of meat. You see that bigger piece of meat? We're gonna put it on there first. We're going to put that on first. We're going to pat it down a little bit. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to run some of that seasoning on here. We're going to run some seasoning on there. You saw how it started to burn. We're going to open this up right now. All right, we're going to open it up right now. Make sure you know that will happen if you put some olive oil on top of the sparked up charcoal. Be careful when you put it because you can start you could burn off your eyebrows. You don't want to burn off your eyebrows, you know what I mean? You don't want to burn off your mustache, your eyelashes. You don't want none of that to burn off. So that should be officially good. Here we go, that's good. Let's put it back on there. That was the hardest part of the barbecue. So we're going to put it back on there. And as you see, you're starting to get a good build up on the side for all of you watching. Shout out to all of you watching. Thank you so much for the super chat, Farm Kitty, Sheila, and a huge appreciation to April. Don't forget, you can send a super chat. By the way, John Wick, thank you so much. You see how it's building up beautifully, right? The bone is right here. Now, the bone is one thing you need to get. If you get a ribeye, get one with a bone because it keeps this together. It keeps it really nicely together. It's getting nice and burnt up. Nice and burnt up. Look at that. That's good enough time. Let's see. Ooh! Woo! You want those grill lines? We'll make those grill lines happen. Ain't that look good? That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. I don't want to do any more. Ooh! Look at that. All right, on the flame. That's nice. It's getting nice and bubbled up on this side too. Let's move it. Shout out to all of you in the chat room looking good. And now we're gonna put these pieces. Here we go. As a spark up, you want to close this so that you don't get no more spark up. There you go, close it up. Look at all that smoke coming out. Okay, I'm going to show you something that we're going to do now. We're going to open it up all the way. Here we go. Hit that like button if you like the stream so far. Oof. All right, there you go. No more flames. Right? Some people don't have common sense. You got to close this. Woo! Looking good. Chanel's all of you looking good. Yes, 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 yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move our beautiful steak. Ooh! I'm going to move our beautiful steak to the back. We're going to move it to the side of the back. Matter of fact, I'll just move it over here to the back. And we're going to move this to the front. You guys want to get closer? Yes. There you go. Get closer for all of you right here. There we go. Hope you guys are seeing. Remember, there's a lot of smoke, so I'm trying to get this smoke out of here. Well, at least I give you a good street. Huh? All right, what are we drinking? Well, we are drinking currently. Yeah, shoutouts off Buffalo Trace, the kosher, the rye recipe. That's what I'm drinking, and this is my favorite, one of my favorite old times. And the good thing is that some of you don't know, but I'm just gonna say this: the glove is hot. The glove is hot. There you go, brand new one, brand new one. My glove is hot. It's boiling. Wear a glove, okay? Wear a glove. You need a glove. Let's flip this up. Sounds good. Here we go. We're going to turn this. Time to turn it. Our ribeye, we're going to put our ribeye on the side. We're going to put it on the side. You see all that? You see all that heat in the middle? We're going to turn it off, and how we're going to turn it off? Well, you just got to close it. Close the grill. All right. Use your hand, the hands of mitt, and just close it off. All right. Here we go. Just close it. We're also going to be closing the top a little bit halfway. Looks good. Temperature on here. You're going to see this starting to spike up because it is very, very hot. But you guys are learning a little bit of how to cook for some of you that do not know how to cook. You guys are learning, and I'm teaching you. Make sure to tune into this. If this starts beaming up to 500, make sure to close all the vents. Maybe you have a crack. This is going from 200 to 300. It's going to go max out currently at probably 350 or 400. That's when I know I don't have any flames anymore in the grill. If you have a flame that's currently building up in the barbecue, it's usually because you have an open right here, like say it's open on the side or on the top or maybe on the side over here. There's a gap, allows air to go in. It's going to keep on flowing. So you see now we're at 300. Once we get at 350, I'm going to open the grill, and it should be good. Once we get at 350, it should be close to getting at 350. While that's happening, is what I'm going to do. While that's happening, let's drink a sip. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink a sip. We're going to wait a little bit more. It's almost at 350. I'm going to open this up. All right. And now I'm going to put some wood. You're going to see I'm going to use my hands to put some wood. Here we go, let's open this up. It's at 350, locked on 350. We're going to close this at the top vent closed. Okay, here we go. Now there's going to be a time for some of you to learn a little bit of what I'm about to do. So, steak, you can see it's a little bit raw. It's very raw. You see, it's very raw. So, what I'm going to be doing, by the way, this one, also a little bit raw. Looks good, but it is raw. There you go. It looks beautiful. but it is still a little bit raw. It's raw. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be putting a little bit of wood to work. Now, I'm not going to use hickory wood. I'm going to use just a little bit of 1 brick of cherry wood. Cherry wood, that's what I'm going to use. 1 brick of cherry wood. So this is what we're going to do. All right, here we go. We got the brick of cherry wood. We're going to use the other thongs. There's 2 thongs that I'm using. All right. This is the thong is a thong with the charcoal. And this one over here is a thong for my steak. So I'm going to put my steak kind of right here in the middle on the outside. And we're going to put the other one on the outside. There we go. And we're going to put this right dead center in the center. All right. So here we go. We're just going to pop this open. We're going to use this. Pop this open. There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat, okay? We're going to put it right in the center. Right in the center. Right in the center. That's what you ladies like. Right in the center. I put it right in the center, baby. There you go. That's what she says. That's what she said. Put it right in the center. Here we go. So we're going to put that right in the center. And we're going to close this up. We're going to put this right back. There you go. We're going to put it right back. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure, you see there's some juices flowing. We're going to make sure that some of this is far away from that. All right, make sure it's far away from that. Now this is, you can tell already. It's getting nice and cooked up. But we need that. I'm gonna move it that way. There's where the fat is. I'm gonna move it to the side. Over here. Okay, we need that cherry wood. That cherry wood is starting to bleed. And it's starting to give it that heaviness. And here we go, one more kick in here, and that cherry wood is going to start popping. Here we go, ooh, ooh, oh, there we go, ooh. There we go, that cherry wood is starting to heat up. Starting to get, ooh, I can smell it. I can smell it, ooh. Real nice, real beautiful. Real nice and real beautiful. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put the fat portion of my meat over here. Got everything going. I'm not missing anything on here. I'm not missing a skipping a beat, nothing. We good. All right. Now, for some of you that don't know how to cook, here we go. It's official. We got some cherry wood on here. And now, just close it up. Open the vent all the way. Open the vent all the way. Smell it up. Smell it up like if you're opening up those holes. Open up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Woo! Lovely. It's a doozy. Oh, I don't think I'm going to need to use this anymore, so I'm going to take this off. Let's take this off. There we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink this up. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is the best, the best, the best. Damn. The best, the best, the best. Okay, while that's cooking up, I want to let you guys know on the stream, seasoning we used for ribeye And for our Chuck High, hit that like button if you like it. We use this. Okay, for some of you, I don't want to give too much of that flavor. I just want to give a little bit of flavor, not too much flavor. Not too much flavor. It should be good. Should be good to go. I don't want to give a huge portion of flavor on to my meat. That cherry wood is good enough. I'm going to use it again tomorrow. So here's what we're going to do. Well, yeah, look at that. Woo! Here's what we're going to do. Say! Ooh! I'm taking this off. Woo! Yes, yes. My choke eye is looking phenomenal. I'm gonna take my choke eye off. This choke eye is looking god dang good. I'm gonna take this choke eye off and give it a little flavor. Oh man. Dang good. Oof. Oof. Dang. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pop this open over here. Here we go. And just teach you. This is on, but I could use this tomorrow, so I'm going to put it away. I'm going to put it to the side. It's not over some charcoal. We're going to push some of this charcoal away so that it doesn't light up again. And now we're going to put this back on. There we go. Yes. You could use that piece of wood tomorrow if you want to. Wait a minute. If this is sideways. There you go. I think it's good now. That's sideways. There we go. We're good. All right, let's close this up. Let's close this up. Here we go. Let's close this up. Looks good, looks good. Top vent is closed all the way. This is closed. And for some of you, here we go. For some of you, you about to see it, yes? You about to see this son of a gun. Let's back up. By the way, I am using, for some of you that want to learn, I am using the best. The reason why is because this flames up quick. Cowboy brand. This is the lump charcoal. Oak and hickory. This is the best because it does give a little bit of a spark. It gives a little bit of richness. And it does flame up really, really hot. I've used a lot of charcoals, and that's the cheapest one and the best one. Let's back up. Here we go. Woo! Looks good, looks good. Oh, look at that, baby, damn. Don't play with me anymore, man, damn. All right, we're going to put this sideways because it looks better sideways. It looks good. Looks really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Ooh, look at that. I'm going to look at... Here we go. Man, that's good. Make sure that the juices, ooh, they flew down. Ooh, yeah, those juices flew down. Ooh, you saw that. Woo! Let's get us a little bit closer. All right, for all of you, let's move some stuff. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna put this over here because that's what it will deserves. We're gonna put this right here. Ooh, I didn't drink the rest of the beer, did I? I don't think I did. Let's put this a little bit closer. Oof, it's leaking. It's leaking. Ooh. Oh no, it's leaking. That's what she said. It's leaking. Oof, leaking a little bit. All right, for all of you, we got a kosher's going. As a matter of fact, I should put this over here because the leak is over here. I'm gonna leave this outside. Here we go. We got everything going. Oof. Everything looking good. The meat is looking good. You guys, I like to make sure you guys are watching. You guys are awesome, yes? You guys are awesome. Let's take a sip of the whole garden. Cheers, all of you. Let's take a sip of the whole garden. One of the next streams this week, we're going to use DeVille. I'm going to use DeVille. This is really good. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. For all of you watching, I'm going to say this. You guys are tuning in to one of the best streams out here, right? Let's make sure that we tilt this so the juices flow down. Here we go. Beautiful. Woo! Let's put this over here. And this is a seasoning we're using. We're gonna put, wait a minute, right here. There you go, right you. There you go, right you. There you go, right you. Anyways, for all of you watching, hey, this stream is looking amazing. We're gonna take one more sip. We're gonna give it to the USA. Shout out to the USA. We're going to give it to the USA. We're going to give it to our U.S. Marines. We're going to give it to all of them, right? Here we go. That's seasoning. It does have a good mixture of garlic, salt, brown sugar, pepper. I can taste it. It's really nice. But don't overdo it. Make sure to know the thickness of your meat. Let's pour this up one time. I'm having a happy stream. And for all of you, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is, Reaper Crew. For all of you watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, we have had a fantastic stream. Fantastic, automatically, really, really, honestly good stream. Funny, fun stream. For all of you that have been in the chat room, you guys are awesome. I do know that some of you are watching and you're enjoying the stream. You're not commenting because you have your feet up, and that's good. Enjoy the stream. Enjoy the stream. I just told you officially how to move. God dang. I told you officially how to make one of the best ribeyes ever. You could officially do this at home. Make sure, don't go to the restaurant. Do this at home. Look at this. Look at this. Woo! Can't wait to have this. Tastes amazing. I'm looking forward to it. And for some of you watching, I'm going to do my outro. Our Ripper Crew, you know what time it is, yes? You know what time it is. We're number one. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Man, I could taste that in my tongue. Huge shout outs to the USA. Huge shout outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. Battling the aliens over there on the moon. Shout outs to the Space Force. Huge shout outs to all our law enforcement. Shout outs to all our nurses. All the good doctors out there. Shout out to all the EMTs. Shout out to all of you that are working 9 to 5. Without you that are working 9 to 5, our economy wouldn't be as good as it is. Great economy here in the USA. He shout out to all the store clerks. Shout out to all the store clerks. Yes. Without you, don't forget, it's going to be replaced with robots. Shout out to all the store clerks. Shout out to all the janitors, man. Who the hell is a janitor around here? Shout out to all the janitors. Shout out to all the toilet cleaners. Shout out to all the people around the world that are just enjoying their life, working a regular job. Thank you for working a regular job, because a lot of people in the world will not want to take it, and you officially are making somebody else's life a little bit better. When I want to eat at a restaurant or a fast food place, I wanted to make sure that it's clean. Huge shout out to all the employees there. I do know that many of them don't have a college degree, or if they do, at least they have everything clean and everything going. Shout out to USA. USA is the country, yes, the only country in the world that has a freedom of speech, freedom of firearms, freedom of religion, and a lot of other things. Come to the USA, because in the USA, your life might be a little bit better. But if you're living in Italy, woof, if you're living in Italy, maybe it's good. Maybe if you're in Brazil, it's good as hell. Maybe if you're living in Colombia, it's good as hell too. Maybe if you're living in Argentina, you're living life. Maybe you're living in Greece, you're living life. Maybe if you're living in Ibiza, you got the best life in your life. You don't have to move to the USA, but you can give a shout out in the chat room. Be part of the chat room. Tell me that you're from Ibiza. Tell me that you're a big booty Latina from Brazil. Tell me you're big booty Latina from Colombia. Tell me you were the chat room from Mexico. Tell me you're in Canada. We have a lot of people watching. I'm very impressed with the people from New Zealand that do watch. I'm impressed with all our Americans, the Canadians, the people from England and UK, everybody out here. You guys are awesome. I can't believe that the Indians, the people from India, are watching when I'm cooking up. You're not supposed to have this, my man. The people from India are watching me cook this up. I can't believe it. It's a forbidden thing. It's a forbidden for all of you watching. Thank you for tuning in. Whiskey of the Stream. Buffalo Trace, rye recipe, kosher. Let's drink this up. I'm going to give a huge shout out to a random person in the chat room, okay? Here we go. I see you. Let's drink this up. Huge shout out to a random person in the chat room. Here we go. I see you. Let's see who it is. Who's going to be the random person in the chat room that I see? Who's the random person that I see in the chat room? I'm going to drink this up. I'm going to finish this up. And I give you a shout out. Here we go. For all the super chats today, thank you so much. Shout out to Sheila, April, Farm Kitty, AM, John Wick. Let's drink this up. Here we go. Leafy Green. I see you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Comment in the chat room. I'm going to give you a shout out. Before I end the stream, any of you that are new, comment in the chat room, subscribe. Oh, it's so good. I think it's finally time. April O'Neil. I'll see you, April O'Neil. I'll see you all soon on the next one. Yes, I'll see you all soon on the next one. And Victor A, I see you. Look at this. Ooh. Ooh, look at this ribeye. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. Ooh, look at that. Reaper Crew. I'm out of here. Reaper officially. By the way, Farm Kitty, thank you so much, Farm Kitty, for the super chat. I see you, Farm Kitty. I'll see you all soon. Reaper sign out.